Texas is my home. I grew up fishing 30 minutes north of Austin in a small town that had, a lot of agriculture and fields and livestock. So I was pretty lucky in the sense that generally we could always go somewhere where for sure I could catch fish. When I'm on the water, it's a little selfish to say, but it's not always about just catching fish. It's about being surrounded by nature. It's more to it sometimes than just actually catching fish. Every outdoorsman probably has that same feeling whenever they're outside, that there's a deeper connection with being outside. When I was first introduced into kayaking, I really had no idea there were even fishing kayaks. Growing up, we had a bass boat, and I just knew I didn't want to deal with the hassle of owning a boat. So one of the things that initially drew me into kayaking was just the simplicity of it. You can literally throw your kayak into the back of your truck and have it loaded up with enough gear to do a week-long trip, on a river or at a lake. Another thing that drew me in was it's a way to explore. You're not limited to what you can do and where you can go. Texas has so many great fisheries and just hundreds of miles of coastline that you can kayak around and just discover new things. So the freedom of being able to explore, and just the excitement that it brings to be able to explore new areas of lakes or drive somewhere and then go to a whole new lake. There's just a thrill there that I think it's really hard to describe, but it's almost like you're discovering a place for the first time and nobody else has ever been there. Naturally, I just have a competitive spirit, so bass fishing has fit into that really well. I fish a lot of tournaments, and Texas has such a huge tournament scene that generally every weekend you can find an event to compete in. All bass fishermen know that the pre-spawn and the spawn time of the year, it's just the best time to fish. If you have the time, you can literally start pre-spawn fishing in South Texas in January to February, and you can literally have up to a 5-month pre-spawn period. Not a lot of people can say about their state that you have a potential 5 to 6 month pre-spawn period, which is the best time to fish for bass. So it's really an amazing place to be at.
Take me
When Native came out with the Titan series, it's such an all-around solid platform that, it's really stable. I can still stand up in it and fish, which is obviously important, I think, when we're fishing flats on the coast or, trying to just see shallow cover. When I fish for redfish, it's definitely more just of a leisure thing for me. There's no competitiveness that I need to catch the biggest fish. I just go out there and it's just an amazing experience. It's just a lot of excitement and a lot of enjoyment. Sight casting for a redfish, it's just a lot of fun. You casting to a fish and watching it swim up to your lure and eat it, there's just a thrill there that you don't get that from other techniques, like maybe fishing under a popping cork or fan casting around a flat. It's just not the same level of excitement that you get with those techniques.
take me
The Native kayak line is just so versatile, whether you need a river kayak or if you just want a decked out bass fishing kayak that has a trolling motor and dual power poles and a humongous fish finder. They really make anything you need for any situation. And the propel drive is really it's a beast of a drive system. It's been around for a long time, it's proven. So for me, it's just a solid platform. It performs amazingly well. It's by far been the favorite kayak that I've honestly ever owned. It's just, there's no beating it in my opinion.